Alright, today I'm going to talk about a Zahm Nagel CO2 tester. I recognize that most people don't want to buy these because they're about $1,400, but if you're packaging, you want to have exact carbonation levels so that you know where you are. Typical packaged product is about 2.5 volumes, and this will tell you. This design hasn't changed much in about 60 years. Let me just go through the basics with you of what this is. Okay, so first, you have an inlet which attaches to your sample valve on your tank, and then you have an outlet which has this little gooseneck wand and this bulb thing. So the first thing you would do is you close it off here and you would pump up the pressure in this thing. Here's your pressure reading until it matched about what your tank pressure was. Our tanks are usually around 12 psi. And then you would turn it off. And then this comes off, and when I do the sample, I'll demonstrate how that works. Also, there is a temperature reading, and it's basically the pressure and the temperature that will give you your readings as far as CO2 volumes. There's these nifty handles to shake this thing so that you don't touch the body. I always keep it cold in the cooler so that the metal does not absorb the cold of the beer and warm it up. And then at the bottom there is this little release valve, and it has a little lock position in it, and so when you take the sample, it's in the lock position. Before you shake it, it twists and it will release as you shake it. It just released now because I've got pressure in it. But those are the essential things. So let me take the pressure back off of it, and I can push that back in and twist it. So then before I take a sample, I'll pump it back up again, and then we'll take a sample and see what carbonation level we're at right now with this Irish ale, which we're just starting to carbonate. There it goes. Okay, cool. Okay, so here's our Zahm Nagel. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pump up to equal the pressure in our tank, which is about 12 psi. That's the pressure there. So that looks about good. Then I'm going to close the top off, and I'm going to pull this off, so we don't need this anymore. So now we've got this chamber in here at 12 psi, and I'm going to attach it to this wiggle down here. This is made for this type of sample valve. This clips on like this, and then it makes a seal against that. I can open this valve. I can open this valve, but there's no place for it to go. I open this. It's going to equalize its pressure. Give it a second to do that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this open here so that the pressure drops just about 1 psi, just a little bit. And I'll wait for the beer to flow through. This is like a counter pressure filler. So it's going like that, and there's a window. I don't know if you can see. You can see the beer, and most of the bubbles are gone. Now it's flowing through. I'm gonna purge it. I'm gonna open it all the way up, and I'm gonna close it off so that we get rid of all those bubbles. We just have beer in there now. So now I can go ahead and close the bottom off. Close this off. I've got that closed, Now I'm gonna take it back off. And there's two things I want to do. I want to do a quick release of false pressure. I'm going to go like that. So that the pressure in there is correct. The other thing is this pin here, I'm going to turn it so that it can release when I shake it. Now with these handles, I'm going to shake it vigorously for about 30 seconds. Usually when I get wet with beer, because it goes all over me. Not a day goes by, I don't get beer spilt on me. I love the brewing business. Now you can see that came out, and that's part of the equation. So what I want to do is I want to read the pressure, and I want to read the temperature. And I want to put my glasses on so I can see it. So I've got about 9.5 pounds of pressure and about 39 to 40 temperature. So I come out here and I go to my 9 and 39. And it says 2.3, 2.25. It's almost perfect for what we want. If I was bottling and wanted it 2.5, we're gonna try to hit 2.4. So we're gonna go just a little bit more. We're almost there. We're about right here. We want to be right there for good tap beer. So now I'm just gonna open up my CO2, continue to carbonate for a little bit more, and we'll come back. We'll check it one more time. And oh, and then the most important part here with the Zahm Nagel, you gotta open it up like that, and then you get to have a beer. And then the rest, what we'll do is we'll just run water through here to clean it out. A little hot water. I'm just going to give it a fast rinse because I'm going to use it again. But I do that a couple times to get all the stuff out. I'll leave it open like this, but I'm going to put it back in the walk-in so the chamber gets cold again for another use. That's it.
How do I stop? Hit the red button again?
Mm-hmm. See, it's really...
That's what you got.